My dean is totally committed to broadening participation in computing. And what that means is opening doors for students that have been previously underrepresented in computing and helping those students to be successful. And so the partnership with Zanetti was a wonderful event, and it was great to have the students here on our campus because I could see as they were working and laughing and computing, I could see all the wheels turning, and they were just radiant, beautiful, and energized, and it just warmed my heart to be able to see them in these spaces because we need more students like them in these spaces.
Purely inspired by, I was given her contact information, and I just was like, I want to do a field trip with the kids over the summer. I want them to go to UMass. I want it to have some kind of computer science STEM feel to it. And I just worked with her, met with her, here and there to put this field trip together. Because I wanted to give the students the college experience of what CS and STEM could be. And Erica put together just an absolutely amazing schedule of 2 days worth of meeting professors, interacting with them, getting to explore the campus. I mean, I know the kids talked a lot about food, but that was a major excitement for them, just to be in a place that has all these kinds of food that meets every one of their needs. I think these type of field trips are just to help open up the eyes of students and what they're interested in. These kids volunteered to go on a STEM field trip because they had some interest in STEM. As a teacher, there are many perspectives, right? As someone who's new to teaching middle school, it was by far one of the best bonding experiences that I've had with students that I think will last a lifetime. I think if I ever run into these students, we're always going to have that experience. And it's different than, in the past I've gone to the Boston Science Museum, but it's just different because it was showing them a possibility of a future in a college, and that's a different level.
Right, opening their eyes to
so
what's possible in the future.
Yeah, and as a teacher, that building those relationships helps me to help them to get wherever they want to go.
So firstly, the fact that she wanted to share anything was impressive. Usually on a day-to-day basis when she comes home from school or summer school, we don't get much out of her unless there's a permission slip that needs to be signed. I remember her coming back the first day, and the first thing she said to me is, I hope you know we're going again tomorrow. I'm going again tomorrow. So whatever happened, it was enough to make her know she wanted to go the next day.
I think it was wonderful. It was really, I'm grateful that I was able to take part in the experience of taking them there. I don't think we had ever been there together as, with my daughters. Both of them attended, and being able to share with them, hey, this is where I used to come for lunch, and I used to walk across this campus every day. Across the whole campus? Yes, for one class, all the way. Parking was way over there. And just being able to, relive those moments almost with them, kind of speak to your experiences as a college student, and relive that and share that with them was nice. I guess as a UMass alum, it was nice to be on campus again. It was a good feeling to kind of almost be home again, and it was nice to see the students there, because I don't know if any of them have been on a college campus before. And when they were there, maybe envisioning themselves as a college student, in the future, I could live here. In the future, I could sit in these classrooms. I can come to this student union and be part of this community.
It's important to me because I think our kids don't believe half of the things we say. And so sometimes, or most of the time, if they hear it from someone else, if they hear it from someone who they think they can relate to more than they can to their parents, it has a larger impact on them. So while we've talked about college numerous times and it's just been something that's been blown off, even though she still has, a while before it becomes a reality, just being able to talk to whomever was there has definitely changed her mind about the entire thing overall.
Now we have students who come up to me, well, how come I didn't get to go? And I'm like, because you didn't want to go, right? So this was a very much for the most part, we asked students who wanted to go and we created a list. And then we went with those students. And when those students came back this fall and they were talking about it, they're like, well, why didn't we get to go? And I'm like, you didn't raise your hand. Next time, raise your hand and I'll take you. We didn't have a limit on the amount of students. It was really who wanted to go.
And I think that learning STEM doesn't have to be painful. It can be fun and full of life and it's so exciting to be able to create and to learn and to be able to understand things. You see them all the time and you've been doing it for years. It's just about being able to see yourself doing it and know that you belong, and you do belong. My hope is that we brought some of that to the students because we want to see them in the future. I want to see them as my Manning CICS students at UMass Amherst because that's where they belong.